Hi, everybody. Kenneth G Hasty here once again. My series of videos for business owners, for salespeople, sales managers, marketing people, and the like, and people in general. This one's kind of a universal premise, and this is called Feel, Felt, Found. This is not something I invented, but then again, people that tell you they invented something in sales or marketing, well, marketing maybe because of the technology, but in sales, I think only Adam and Eve could say what they said was original. So possibly nothing I tell you is original, but that's okay. It's current and it's things that I do, and that's what I'm sharing. Okay. So, you know, there's a lot of techniques like, you know, far be it from me to wear red in my tie to highlight the red in my book over my shoulder over there to give you the subliminal message that maybe it'd be a good Christmas present for somebody. And if you were interested in that, you could look at Barnes and Noble or Amazon or wherever. It's called 77 Seconds to Sales Success. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about feel, felt, found. And that's a technique that is really valuable for handling people that are agitated. So, for instance, I used to work at a counter in the water well business. I was the warranty guy, right? And this was in Arizona. So this is, way back when, a past life, basically. And I was pretty young, and a well driller would call me and say, "You're gonna be there till 6 or whatever. I'm on my way in, driving 200 miles to get there." I said, "Sure." And so they just had to put a pump in, a submersible, right? So they go down. The way it works is they screw on a piece of pipe, they lower it, they screw on another piece of pipe. And in Arizona, you can go down 1,500 feet or more. That's a lot of pipe, right? That's a lot of screwing and unscrewing and taking the wire, the electricity, the cable off, and all that to when the pump doesn't work. So they're not in a good mood, when they come in to talk about it. So when they show up, they take the pump, they lay it down on the counter, you know, and have a lot of interesting comments to say, usually not very good. They're looking at me like, fire in their eyes. And so I learned that technique earlier. And it's not really a trick, it's just human nature. So what I would do is I say, you know what? I'd feel just like you. That's gotta suck. You get out there and you had to, you know, take that thing back out of the ground. It wasn't working, you know, and the guy was in here yesterday, felt the same way. Um, but I'll tell you what we found. We found sand in the pump. And if there's sand in the pump, it voids the warranty and it jams the impellers. There's nothing you can do really, just grinds them up. And he's like, "There's no sand in my wells, da 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 da," typical. Right? So I'd say, well, no, let's take it apart. Let's take a look. So you're probably right, but if you're not, well, let's take a look. So then what I did is um, I'd take the pump apart, and oftentimes the pump would have sand in it. I mean, you open it up, sand would wear out in the guy's face. It'd just be like. And I'd be like, I don't know what to tell you. It didn't come that way from the factory. I promise you that. And so anyway, then all of a sudden they're the bad guy because they got sand in the pump. I teach them how to, put a shroud on it and things so they wouldn't get sand in their submersible pump and stuff. But that's a whole nother thing. Um, but what would happen then is they would disperse. It would get rid of their anger. They'd be angry now about the sand, but not at me and not about the pump, right? And a lot of times, if later in when I'd work on things and people be upset, I'd look at them. I'd just say, you know what? Because you want to validate their feeling, right? That's feel, felt, found. So it's like, I don't blame you for feeling that way. I'd probably feel the same way in the same shoes. I get it. And then people they go, oh, well, now they're a little bit, they've got to you validate them. It's like, okay, it's okay to feel that way. And then that's where you want to go, or even if you used to, it's a good if you're like talking with somebody generally like, you know, I felt that way in the past. You know, you did. Now you've got a bond kind of thing. So, and then you say, but what I found was, and then whatever it is, the fact that follows that up. So try that. Try that when you're talking to people. Just it's a real simple concept. It's a great way to stop arguments from heating up and things like that. And because if you just get back tit for tat, bab bab bab, all of a sudden it gets worse and worse. It escalates. But acknowledge their feelings. Say that you or somebody else has felt that way too. But here's what they found. And it doesn't invalidate their feeling. It just says that they, shows them something a little different perspective is the way to say it. So anyway, that's all for today. I'm Kenneth G Hasty, professional sales growth consultant. I'm a professional business growth consultant. sales and marketing, and also a professional sales automation consultant. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can check me out at my website at kennethghasty.com. If you want to send me an email, you can send it to Kenneth at kennethghasty.com. Go figure, right? And then also, if you want to call, you want to talk to me about, maybe some consulting, or you got a question, or you're facing some difficulty in your business or something, set up a phone call. It doesn't cost anything I just have to make sure I've got the time. So what happens is there's a link that I'll put in with this, probably below the video. And you click on that link, it'll sync with my calendar. So you pick a time that works for you. Let's talk. All right, so for now, yeah, I know how you feel, because, I felt that way in the past too. But tell you what I found? Call Ken. All right, talk to you later. Take care. Bye.